This is Sean with the Silver Tongue. I'm here with Royal Thunder.
Melanie.
Josh.
Jesse.
My very first interview with the Silver Tongue was I did an interview with Bigfoot, and doing some investigation I came across a flyer Royal Thunder opened for him, so I went and checked him out on their MySpace, and I think he had a rough demo of Deacon up there, and I fell in love with the song. It's a killer song, so I saw when you were playing next, you played Smiths with El Caminos and Zoroaster, and I came out and saw the show, and that night you had an accident. Can you tell us what happened?
I guess in the spirit of being esoteric, we had like a wine bottle, and I took actually was getting ready to set up the stage, and we were going to put it around the goat and make it look all like sacrificial, and then I was going to open it, and it kind of cracked, like the lip of it cracked a little bit, and I was like, oh, that's weird, it's a cheap bottle. And then when I went to pull the cork out, my hand slid down it, and it just cut like right across here, and I peeled back the skin and saw, I thought it was my bone, it was just white, and it turned out it was my tendon, and I had to go, after Steven from the Whores, took care of it or whatever. He's an EMT dude.
Can you tell me how y'all guys got together? Were you in any other local bands before Royal Thunder?
We were in, I know that all of us were in different local bands, but we all, one night we were at a bar, me and Jesse, or we were at a bar, and we ended up just meeting one another through a mutual friend, and just started talking, and he actually he told me later that he was going to try out for a band that I used to play in, but we ended up jamming, and we ended up jamming twice, and it turned out good. It was awesome.
I just remember you playing and being like, be honest, just be honest. You guys can just be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I don't remember that.
Oh, I remember. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Believe her. I believe her.
No, it was awesome. I mean, we jammed with a bunch of people.
I was the last choice.
Yeah, he was the last choice. No, we had jammed with a bunch of people, and we just clicked. I mean, musically, just what we were into, where we'd been, and just worked out really well.
Tell me your influences.
I guess mine would be Tina Turner, George Michael. I mean, I just grew up playing piano like Whitney Houston and Prince and Rod Stewart and all that good stuff. That's true. That's my true influences, I think.
I guess I have a lot. I don't know. I mean, I guess when I was a kid, I was really into Nirvana. I really got into it when I had a big brother, and I remember going to this skate party where his parents were out of town, and it was just when Nevermind came out, and I remember hearing that as a kid and was just totally just blown away, and just really inspired me to want to play music. So that was a big inspiration. But I mean, I have a lot, so many. I love 70s rock. I love anything from The Cure, gothic rock to, if it's got a good melody, I'm pretty much a sucker for it.
Well, do you want the long version or the short version?
Long version.
What he said. That'll do.
All right. Describe your sound to someone who hadn't heard you.
I generally tell people it's like just dark bluesy rock, I guess you would say. I mean, it's moody. It's I think the vocals are really. I think she's got a good soulful, moody voice, and it's definitely not metal. I think it's heavy. I think it has heavy influence. We all love heavy music, and I think we all grew up listening to heavy music, and I don't know, what do you guys think?
It'll do.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, we're all a little different, so into different stuff. I mean, I didn't grow up listening to heavy music, but I do a little bit.
I covered the Devil Neck Music Fest this summer, and it was my real introduction to a lot of the metal bands, underground metal bands, if you want to call them that, here in Atlanta. And there seemed to be a great camaraderie with all the bands, friendship and spirit, and just a good vibe to the thing. How do you see the scene here?
Definitely kinship for sure, and a lot of support. Like you have the same, bands coming out to support bands like Zoroasters at every show. Hell Comes to Town, Cat Meat, like all those guys. Like everyone's constantly coming to one another's shows.
Plug.
Which is awesome. Yes, those were very cheap plugs, by the way. Totally. Yeah, I did that on purpose. But no, but it is true at the same time. There is a lot of kinship, for sure.
Definitely in the heavy music scene, it seems like there's definitely, I guess, a sense of, just closeness. It seems like there's a lot of people that come out and support, go to shows, come to shows, so it's cool.
Really welcoming scene, too. The metal scene, in particular.
Yeah.
You're in the trailer for the Slow Southern Still movie or documentary that's coming out. How'd y'all get to be a part of that?
I think we snagged Zoroaster's spot, right? I think they were originally on the show, and then
somehow I don't know if it was CT. I don't know if it was Withered. Some of them had mentioned it to CT. I can't even honestly recall how the connection of how we got onto it, but I think it's really cool. I think it's gonna be an awesome film.
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
What part? Like the
Bases on it.
I think it's just kind of going through the
A bunch
South.
of fucking rednecks.
I think it just goes through the South and
You saw the trailer, right?
checking out. Yeah. God, did you? Yeah, we were pretty fucked up, so there's no telling what's on that documentary, to be honest with you. Met some awesome people through it, but I think it's just showcasing Southern metal bands.
Southern heavy bands.
Underground.
Tell me about your writing process. So y'all come up with the music first, the lyrics, or you got one person that does the lyrics?
I do the lyrics. I just, it's intuitive. Just kind of feel out whatever each song is trying to say. I just try to write on that. And sometimes I'm just bullshitting, and then, bullshit turns into something real. But he's really the brains behind it, instrumentally for sure.
He puts the master jams to him.
Yep. Master jams.
Where did y'all record it at?
We actually recorded with a really good friend of ours, Joey Jones. He definitely needs a shameless plug because he's incredible.
Patient. 1.5, 2 years almost.
Yeah, we did it at our friend's house. They played in a band called Holy Ghost, and we worked through a really crappy computer, and just it was a long process, but
It was free.
yeah, it was free, and we did it. We did it all on our own with our friend Joey, and then we ended up mixing with Joey and our friend of ours, Raheem at Orange Pill Studios in North Rock Point. Plug. For sure. So if anybody needs to be recorded, contact Joey Jones.
You got a show this Saturday at the Drunken Unicorn, and then coming up on the 28th, you got a big show with Nick Oliveri, Death Acoustic. You stoked about that show?
Oh yeah.
Is that going to be the biggest show you've played so far?
It definitely is alongside with a lot of great bands that we've had the opportunity to play with. We've had a chance to play with Scott Kelly, from Neurosis, and plug Woven Hand, which was awesome. So yeah, this is going to be really awesome to have an opportunity to play with him. He played in some really awesome, influential bands.
It's the biggest show we've ever done at Lenny's.
Yeah.
Where can you get the EP, your EP?
Criminal Records.
Criminal Records.
Or online.
Or
Decatur CD.
Decatur CD as well.
It's like $4, so go buy it.
Go buy it. Cheap.
Anything else
Cheap
you can tell the
shit.
fans?
Yeah.
fuck you looking at me for?
See you Saturday.
Be there.
Group hug.
Group
Yeah.
hug. High five.
Alright, thanks guys.
Thank
All right.
you.
Adios.
Get the fuck out of our house.